If you remember the show, they used to go to a club called the Bronze, which is where they'd fucking drink orange juice.
And they'd have like famous enough bands playing at that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so Nerf Herder were the last band to play the Bronze on the TV show. The singer's a guy called Parry Grip is his name. Parry Grip. What a fucking name. It sounds like a wrestling maneuver. Like he blocked his grip. He parried his grip.
Nerf Herder sounds more like a realistic name for a person than Parry Grip.
Yeah, well,
Parry Grip is good. It's a judo move.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, Nerf Herder comes from Star Wars. It's what Leia calls Han Solo.
Oh, that's right.
You scruffy looking Nerf Herder. That's where the name comes from. So the singer Parry, he's famous in his own right for writing theme songs for kids' television shows. So he's written
like Buffy.
Yeah, but even like Buffy would have been when he was a kid. I think Josh Whedon, who made Buffy, was just a big fan of this band. Yeah. I don't know. And he got them to have a crack at this theme song. I don't even know if they actually wrote the song and it was given to them. I don't know. Yeah. I know they perform it. And if you bought the single or the album, they're playing it.
I can't even figure out what annoys me about Buffy. Is it the ridiculously hammy acting?
Yeah.
I think I know what it is, right? The vampires all have faces that look like a normal face with clay put on it, except then someone got their hand and just rubbed it upwards.
That's all, yeah.
Rubbed it upwards so everything just looks up. And it looked like they've got those fake glow-in-the-dark teeth from the pound shop.
They have a weird... I'm going to steal one of your chewing gums. Is that right?
That's all right.
Because I'm drinking water again. I'm still not drinking gargle.
Yeah, get into the crack, will you? Yeah. Slag something.
I know.
Talk about jip or fucked up nipples.
Give me a minute.
Buffy, listen, everyone I know in the world likes Buffy. I don't know a single other person in the world doesn't like it. I'm on my own on this one.
I remember, I have a funny story about Buffy, right? My mother... I'm going to get soft so I sound like a real person again.
You see, it's so... Do you know what I've noticed about these days, right? Especially in my car. I have chewing gum in my car. And I forget that it's been sitting in the cold for ages and I throw it into my mouth. You break a tooth.
Yeah, easy. So, my mother, the only holiday she ever went on in her entire life, she went to Chicago.
Chicago? If she's your ma.
I was about to say. My mother
if she's an Irish woman.
Chicago.
Right?
So, she didn't even really know where Chicago was, that it was in America or anything. She had a friend who moved from Dublin to Chicago way back. Right? So she finally got, this woman had settled down, had a house and a job and whatever the fuck it was.
And I bet her son was in either the fire brigade or cops or something like that.
More than likely.
It's always the way.
More than likely. But she invited my mother and her sister-in-law to come over because they all grew up together. So they come on over to fucking Chicago, I'll show you the bars and all this kind of shit, you know. My mother doesn't even drink. But she went over. So... I'd obviously...
you as a son, I find that hard to believe.
But I never, yeah, well, she maybe used to drink back then, but not much. But
did Dad drink?
Sometimes. My dad drinks absolute poison, though. Like, really? Tesco value vodka.
My dad never drank, and my ma doesn't really drink that much. It's weird that...
that you're such a fucking
let's say me and all my sisters are such...
Garglers.
Hard
garglers.
Yeah. It never was a thing in my family. Yeah, it was never, ever. Do you remember gargle around your gaff?
No.
Never. I never do. Honestly,
Christmas. My dad used to drink fucking cider sometimes, but I think that's just because,
what kind of poison are you talking about? Like gut rot shit?
Oh, the worst, like Tesco value vodka and Coke.
The real gut rot.
Oh, the stuff that makes you cry. I drank it once and cried. I'm not an emotional person whatsoever. And one night with me and my missus were staying over in my gaff. I was living with my parents. This was years and years ago.
I just remember we're talking about kind of 80s stuff, but they're throwing smiley bars there.
Yeah.
Stinger bars.
People
want this content.
I pulled out a bottle of my dad's Tesco value vodka and we drank a bottle of it, the two of us, which to be fair for two people is not the end of the world. It wasn't a litre bottle, it was like a 70 cl bottle.
Yeah.
And honest to God, about 3 hours into it, fucking bawling crying over this shit. I don't remember the last time I cried. I was probably born, you know what I mean? Yeah. Born screaming. And then not crying for years. And then the vodka happens. And I have the night of crying over fucking how much I love my dog or something. You know what I mean?
I can tell you the last time I cried.
Yeah.
Today.
Really?
So, someone took a video. And I knew the second I clicked it, don't click these videos.
What was it?
It was a guy who rang up a radio station, an old man who had no friends. And he goes, all I want is for someone to drop over a Christmas tree to me gaff.
Really?
I went, don't click this, Paul. I clicked it, and instead what the radio station did was they got a load of people from the community to come around and have Christmas dinner with him, and he instantly cracked, and I went, fuck this.
That's what kills me, yeah.
Little tear just crept in the corner. I just stopped the video and went, no.
I can't do it. So my L one, my mother goes to Chicago. So she rings me. We haven't even got to
His name
Chicago.
was Victor or something. Go on.
Oh, of course it was. It was a great
Victor,
name. If I have a son, I'm going to call him Victor.
And he fucking, whatever about the English army, probably in the English army.
Probably
Saved that country.
probably killed it out of us. Doesn't matter. He's sad outfit. Doesn't matter.
I was thinking Germans would be alright. It could have been us.
Yeah, definitely was us.
Fuck that lonely cunt.
Stationed up north or something, doing damage.
Go on.
So my ma gets to Chicago, and she rings me. And she's like, "Listen, it's bleeding mad over here. Like there's shops everywhere."
Cold, isn't it? The windy city.
I don't know. I've been to Chicago. It wasn't winter. Last time I was in Chicago was Paddy's Day, and it was mayhem.
Oh.
Mayhem. And she says, "Listen, the place is fucking mad over here. Like the shops open like all the time. Nothing closes. Like everyone's fat because they won't stop eating." So do you want that?
And they eat like, think about America and eating. Not only do they eat stuff that the government allow shite to be put into.
Yeah,
dirt.
I believe there's
Inverted
laws.
sugar syrup.
Yeah.
Glucose, fructose, shite.
Yeah, I think you can sell anything as food in America once it says not suitable for human consumption. Like you could say like tasty bar, and on the back of it says not suitable for human consumption. It's let the buyer beware.
Anyway,
so she rings me. She says, "Do you want that?" And it was around this time that Quake was due out.
Oh,
right.
What a game!
Yeah. So I was
Gotti
fucking
Doom.
Yeah.
The
So I
Gotti
had
Doom.
9 Inch Nails soundtrack.
Yeah.
Right.
Was he not the only one? Did he do the first one?
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I had a big heavy set of balls on me at this stage. I'm like, "Listen, Ma, you have to get me a Quake. I want Quake." And she goes, "What is it?" I said, "Just go into a computer shop." Because I knew it was out in America, but it wasn't out in fucking Europe yet.
You are gonna have the lads around in your gap every day.
100%. We're going to have a LAN party, right?
They were great, man.
Yeah, exactly. So I said, "Listen, I want Quake." The 1995 or something, 1996. I don't know what fucking year it was. So, yeah, I was still in school. So I said, I want Quake. I want some Star Wars stuff, because I think the Phantom Menace was due to be out around about that time as well.
We were so hopeful.
Yeah.
Oh, little did we know.
Little did we know. So I'll never forget the day she came home, lads. I could write a book about what she brought home, right? I've mates of mine that I went to like secondary school with, that if I see them to this day, they'll always go, "Just tell us a story again about what your ma brought home from America." Right? Every fucking time I see them. I might not see them for 10 years, and the first thing to say, "Tell us again."
I'm already excited.
Tell us again about what your ma brought home from America. So I'll never forget. She came home. I fucking left school early. Fucking legged it home, because I'm expecting a suitcase full of shit. You know what I mean? Someone that come back from America.
Well, those horrible Twinkies that we now know are disgusting.
Just Mike and Ikes and nerds,
But
and
all that, but in the middle of that is the big giant copy. Remember the PC boxes?
Yeah.
Of games. You had a Quake in the middle there,
right?
On 2 floppy disks.
Wait till you hear this.
3 floppy disks.
So what she comes home and she's all talking and telling
CD
us about it.
Surely.
Telling us about America, and I'm sitting there just fucking bursting out. I was like, "Shut up, Ma! Shut up and give me the stuff. Give me the fucking all the clobber that I asked for." Because I asked her, what was I also? Yeah, okay, we'll get to that in a second. So she pulls out this big bag out of her suitcase. She goes, "That's for you." And I'm like, "Whoa!" So I fucking tear it apart, and everything kind of instantly, my brain just goes, "What the fuck's this like?" So what there is, there's a CD, like a CD-ROM in like just a floppy sleeve that just, it says Quake on it, right? And I'm like, "Ma, what? Where's the box and all that?"
Burnt on Nero. A burnt Nero copy.
Remember them?
With no serial number on it.
So I'm like, where's the box and all? She goes, "You won't believe, Garrett, what happened." So what do you mean what happened? She goes, "They're free in America." So what do you mean? Quake is free in America. I'm there, "What do you mean it's free in America, ma?" So I pick up the CD-ROM, looking at it again. It's a demo. It's a fucking demo. She went in, and there's ads everywhere for Quake, and they've got, on the counter, they just had like CD-ROMs, Quake demo, like the first level.
No.
And that's what she gave me, right?
No.
So my ma's stupid, right? I love my own. She's stupid, right? She's not sharp. God love her, right?
Hang on a minute, that's mean, but go on.
It was true. We'll get her on the podcast something. And so...
If you get a whole family, you get your whole family.
Stop, I got sick of me mouth there thinking about it. Oh, God. So she hands me the Quake demo. So I'm like, "Ma, fuck it in the bin, first of all, right?" Because they gave that away last week with PC Live, do you know what I mean? I had it already. I played the first level. So I fucked it in the bin. She was like, "Okay, so what else did you ask me for?" I said, "Well, I wanted like a Buffy action figure." Right? I wanted a Buffy action figure. She goes, "Oh yeah, I definitely got that for you." She pulls out this box. Now, this box was about a foot tall, right? And she hands it to me. That's the biggest action figure I ever saw. And I turn it around the face, like the clear plastic, and it's a Cindy doll.
What?
There was a Buffy Cindy doll that they released. Right? Not a fucking cool action figure.
It's like Cindy dressed
up as Buffy. Right? So I'm standing there, it's like, Ma, that's for girls, Ma.
Malibu Buffy.
Yeah. That's just like, so I'm like looking at this Buffy Cindy. Like, I still have it. It's in the attic at home, back in her house. So I'm looking at that. So that gets fucked onto the floor. And so what else did you get me? She got me, I got your new wallet with a chain on it. Well, the wallet, lad, was so small, right, that you couldn't put your Europass ATM card. It wouldn't fit into it.
You couldn't put a pog in it.
Like,
I'm going very 80s.
But cards didn't fit. I don't know whether American cards at the time are smaller than European ones.
What did you need cards for at that age?
No, because you had your little student pass cards. You remember these?
Yeah.
The minute
Library
you hit like 16, they give you one, you know, and you thought you were cool,
Yeah.
throwing your money into your wallet. So that wallet went in the bin because cards wouldn't fit into it, right? And that was the only reason to have a fucking wallet.
Did your ma go to the American Michael Goinies?
She wasn't too far off. I remember she got me this like hologram. She got me this hologram Star Wars keychain, like key fob type of thing, you know, for you. And lads, it was so big it wouldn't fit in your pocket, right? So that went into the bin as well. It was huge. It was like a beer mat. So, and it was plastic with a hologram on the inside of it. That went into the bin. So at this stage, I'm just fucking depressed. And she goes, "Oh, I got you a Star Wars poster." So they're all right, cool. So, she hands me this fucking rolled up thing, you know, hands it to me. So I'm like, right, where's the thumbtacks? I put it on my wall, I put my Kill Star Wars poster on the wall, and I start unrolling it, and I wouldn't stop unrolling. It was wrapping paper. It was wrapping paper that just had this repetitive image of C-3PO and R2-D2 all over it. It was wrapping paper she thought it was a poster. Every single thing she got me was wrong. So, every single thing.
That is such a ma thing to do.
Yeah, she's just boy and shy. He like that, like that, he like that, he like that.
I may have mentioned this before, but I was a massive Knight Rider fan. I think I've talked about this now, but I remember the first time, and this was a very eye-opening experience for me, and in no way a disparaging comment to my parents, but I said, up in the shop, they have the new Matchbox figures, and Matchbox had just signed on to get Knight Riders. So I said, all I want, just bring it back. Please, it's all I want. And I was like, didn't ask for anything else that week, didn't even want to go, I want fucking crispy pancakes.
Yeah.
Nothing. So she brought back
Crispy
this
pancakes?
blue sort of Corvette car.
What? That's not a Knight
And
Rider.
I said, that's not Knight Riders. Because no, I know. The fella in the shop said it's Knight Rider's friend.
Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here.
And I remember literally the moment I realised that your parents could lie to you.
My God, I'm with you.
Could lie.
Yeah.
Your
Just
face.
bald-faced.
Bare-faced lie.
That's Knight Rider's best friend.
And I said,
Charlie the Corvette.
I watched that show. The idea...
That's Kit with a C.
The idea first of all, that a robot could have a friend in another car. The idea that is the only car in the world that can do all this stuff.
Yeah.
He would have a friend.
Yeah.
And it would
What does he need a friend for? He can do everything.
A silver blue car. Anyway, that's the moment I grew up.
Yeah. I remember for Christmas one year
Jesus
asking Santi for the yellow Transformer, which was Bumblebee.
Bumblebee, yeah.
I didn't
He's
know
brilliant.
his name was Bumblebee.
Yeah, he's cool.
But I
He's
asked
cool.
him, and I got some fucking dirt. I got some fucking Goba, some yellow Goba instead. And it didn't even look like Bumblebee. I couldn't even pretend. Do you know what I mean? And
You had to get a Meccano fucking renter to change it.
That was the first time. That's the first time I ever saw me ma cry because I was so sad that Santi fucked up. The first time I ever saw me ma crying because I was just sitting there all despondent, like, what's this thing? Like, it's half the size of a real Transformer.
What is this? What is our... what are we doing in this podcast?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, right? We better move on.
That was worth...
Yeah.
That was worth cutting down the next few quickly.
Yeah, that's like half an hour with the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Or who's the next one?
That was good. Listen, this is from Miami Vice, Jan Hammer, but it's not the Miami Vice team.
Okay.
It's Crockett's team, which is arguably more popular and it's definitely better. Now, the gas thing is the Miami Vice team won Grammys, but Crockett's team is absolutely, I'm going to say this right now, the best piece of music ever written for television.
All right.
Crockett's team. You know Crockett's team.
I'd probably, if I press play on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just the best thing that's ever been written for TV.
Yeah.
Bar Airwolf. That's why I'm starting strong. Starting so strong. This was written by Jan Hammer, who's actually He's American Czech. I think he's just actually Czech from Czech Republic.